I'm Becky Carter, and I'm a licensed clinical professional counselor. My hope is, in the workshop, is to be able to address kind of a unique issue, which I think came up for my husband and I when we were going through the process. So in 2009, we adopted our daughter Nina. There were so many reactions from family members and friends and just kind of everybody on the periphery, and people who were supportive but were supporting sometimes in challenging ways. Some people had really good questions that we were very comfortable answering, and some people had questions that kind of rubbed us the wrong way, and we had to think about how to approach it. Some people asked us questions that we felt were a little bit uninformed, and so we kind of had to take an educational approach. So we ended up really investing a lot of our energy in how not only do we conceptualize the adoption process for ourselves, but then how do we communicate it to family members, what do we communicate, and how do we set boundaries about some of the things that we don't feel comfortable yet speaking about, or that we don't ever want to talk about because it's ultimately our child's story. I want people to be able to walk out of the training having an idea of how to manage a reaction from somebody when it comes to them, to be able to step back, look inside themselves to see what it really brings up for them around the process, around their relationship with their family, around their story, their adoption story with their adopted child, and be able to feel mobilized, because I think a lot of the questions can leave adoptive parents feeling really immobilized. I want to give them different tools of how to approach, people when they have questions that might cause an emotional reaction, or questions that they might feel like they don't want to answer, questions that might trigger a lot for an adoptive parent depending on what they're going through or where they are in the process, so that when they are challenged by somebody with a question or reaction, that they can feel that they are really solid in where they are in the process. If they're still dealing with the concept of openness, or if they're dealing with the ambiguity of the wait, the waiting process, that they can say that, know that for themselves, and then from that place be able to have a response to family members that matches where they are.